Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hat on.
How much do you guys know about racial diversity in the workplace?
Nothing really. Really nothing. A little bit.
Workplace diversity differences vary between people in a company, but it's not that simple. Diversity surrounds race, gender, ethnic groups, and so on. It includes not just the way people perceive themselves, but the way they perceive others. A recurrent misbelief is that the expression workplace diversity involves just categories of race and gender. The word diversity is connected to human resources and is a way of thinking and moving that motivates positivity among coworkers. A company's prosperity and competitiveness is determined by its capability to accept diversity and racial diversity in the workplace. According to Marshall Cannon's Racial Diversity in the Workplace, which is this. Companies all around the country lack racial diversity, especially in management positions. It widens. There's a lot of talk about this issue, but no action behind it. Minorities are being urged or interviewed to work for these companies. The companies aren't the problem, it's within our culture and the institutional philosophy that degrades race in terms of hiring. Not hiring someone based on race is illegal, yet it still happens. I'm going to give you all a little background on the lack of workplace diversity. The American workforce over the past century has changed drastically. White males originally controlled the American corporate culture. Women and minorities were the first initial efforts. White males were shamed for benefiting from culturally installed favoritism towards male power, privilege, and influence. Company, and that was from McCormick. Companies then concluded that building a diverse workforce was the first step. Creating relationship among the diverse work setting and establishing an employee communication and for them to get along was also necessary. We as people repeatedly ignore the importance of racial diversity. There's no practice of inclusion, which is the action or state of including, and companies talk more than act on it. We should look at hiring based on how much diversity there is and how it looks in our companies. It's time for these companies to look at their offices as a reflection of the general population. Racial diversity doesn't solve all issues, but it's a start. You ask what's being done to stop this oppression. Many things are developing from this source. Like first, companies are having assessments of diversity. This means that companies are making assessing and evaluating their diversity process an integral part of their management system. For a convenient and efficient outcome, there's a customizable employees satisfaction survey that helps management determine which challenges of diversity are present and which policies need to be added or deleted. Secondly, the development of a plan is a major key of choosing a survey provider that produces comprehensive reporting. This report is the beginning of building your plan. The plan should be complete, achievable, and measurable. Lastly, the implementation of diversity. The most important part must be the personal commitment of executive and managerial teams. Bosses and management within the company must contain diversity policies to every aspect of the functions and purposes. And that's from Greenberg. Racial diversity is in the workplace is a social issue that is flourishing and many may not have paid attention to. This info is helpful because it affects you. It opens your eyes to what's going on. It gives you insight on the history and how it originated. It shows the steps taken to solve this. Overall, it affects you if you have a job and your company doesn't practice it, or you're trying to get a job or a career and it's difficult to. In conclusion, racial diversity in the workplace is a major issue, but there's solutions to this oppression. More is being done, but not enough. Still, much has changed from the past. More people and companies need to be involved in this action. Thank you.